Hey guys, welcome back to All Around LEGO, and today we will be reviewing LEGO set 75366, the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar for 2023. Let's get into it. To start this review off, we'll go over some particulars first. This set has 320 pieces, is currently available during the holiday season in 2023, and it costs $45 at time of retail. To start this review off, we'll go over the box first. It has 24 micro builds, and when you get it, it will be closed like this, and you can cut the tape off, in which you have a little area where you can put all of your builds for each of the day. It's just a mountain plateau that feeds off with a couple Christmas trees and stuff. Nothing too special there. And then you got a Lego scene in the back with all 24 days laid out. Pretty cool there. Nothing unique, it's always like this, but this is what it looks like this time. For the actual build itself, we'll go over minifigures first. This time it includes like 5 real minifigures and then 3 others that kind of aren't. Well, I guess 6 and 2. But for the first minifigure, you have a standard B1 battle droid. Nothing too special here. The second one, you have a 212th clone trooper with the longer blaster and the helmet holes on the helmet. Nothing too special here. This is the same one that is in the AT-TE. Then you also get a pit droid. This is one of the ones that could be considered not a real minifigure. It has a Santa bag, and the pit droid is in a Santa style. So, pretty good figure there, if you consider that a figure, of course. Then you get Princess Leia in her Endor outfit. Pretty sure this is the same one as in the diorama. Comes with a pistol and a cookie. Really like how this figure has a camoing detail, but it's not a unique figure. It's also got 2 face prints. Really nice there. Then you get a reindeer Gonk droid. It's always nice to see how they do the variation of this every single year with the Gonk droid. This time it's reindeer. It looks really, really nice. The antlers are done well. It's got the nose. It got like both eyes there. It's pretty cool. It's got a tail too, which I did not expect. That adds to it. Then you get your 2 custom figures. You get a standard Ewok, but the print is different. He has, for his overhang, I guess, I'm not sure what it's called, like his hoodie, it has a Christmas sweater type feel. It's got a Christmas tree with a couple snowflakes falling down. Christmas tree's red on green. Looks really cool. His ears go through it, and it flows just down into the back like a standard Ewok. Really nice figure. It's definitely a nice addition to a episode 6 styled character theme. Next you get Emperor Palpatine. Comes with a mug in electricity or shock or whatever you call it. He has 2 face prints once again. Put that back on, and his ugly Christmas sweater is a Death Star with lightning bolts on the side and then snow falling, and it carries over in the back, which is more standard snow. Last figure is Omega. Same one as in the Justifier. Arm printing looks really nice. Back pretty standard. And once again has 2 faces. It's the exact same one in the Justifier, which is why I won't elaborate on. Now, for the rest of it, you get 16 micro scale builds, which look really nice for the most part. First of all, it's another thing to take noted that in this set, starting with the days, it actually kind of followed a theme this year. So like day 1 was Omega in a sled. Really nice sled, has nothing to do with Star Wars. It flows nice, it can fit Omega in it, pretty cool. Interesting to see a figure and a build on the same day. Don't think that's been done before, but looks really nice. The sleds run smooth. Has a spot to put Omega. Really cool build there, but after that, it would like follow. So since Omega's from the Mandalorian, it would follow all the Mandalorian sets. You would get the Justifier, which is the next one I will show. The Justifier looks really nice. You can move the tail fin back. It's really cool. How can you do that? Kind of has like a Superman type look, which is just like the real ship. Not all detail was captured because, of course, it's a micro scale build. Do wish they could have made the pilot area just a tad bit bigger, and I do wish they could have like tiled this off. It just feels incomplete with this dip down right there. But otherwise, it's a pretty good model, and it's nice how it can move like that. And then you also got the worst ATST I will have ever seen. It looks awful. The legs obviously are atrocious, which can be expected usually in micro scale ATSTs. This one I just felt did it even worse. You get a mud area that it can walk on. In the back you got a little plate area that doesn't match up perfectly. The two guns in front look nice, but with the slopage and how close they are together, I think they're actually supposed to be on the outside, and so it looks funky for me. I just don't like this one quite a whole bit. One of the best ones in this is the Mando's N1 Starfighter. It looks super nice. I apologize for my neighbor's dogs barking. It looks really nice. They got the yellow detail in it. It looks super cool. You can spin it with the back fin and create cool maneuvers and stuff. It's really nice how that works. You got the pilot seat and then droid spot. The obviously looks very similar to the Naboo one with a different scale off, which is really cool. It's a really sturdy model. It was able to capture a lot of detail, and that is one of the better builds of the Advent calendar. Next up is a glider that you can use for your Ewok. Nothing too big there. I'll show you with the Ewok. You have to push his arms back, and then this has to be moved a bit back, and that it's kind of annoying that you have to do that much detail to get it, and it doesn't even really look all that good. You have to kind of have them like that, and it just doesn't look that good in my opinion with the minifigure connection. I feel like they could have done something else and made it way better, but so as a result, I don't like that one too much. The command station is pretty cool. It looks funky without the 2/12th trooper in it. You can put him right in there on the lower studs, and he can like shoot out. Not what they're for, but he can do that nonetheless. I really like how they were able to capture the turning dish up that is on these command posts. It looks super nice. And then the little walking flaps off. It looks really cool with the armor plates in front. It's not one of the best models, but I like it a lot. Then you get the speeder bike from Endor Chase. I feel like this one looks really nice. No spot for you to actually put Leia unless you want her to ride it like that. This one truly is micro scale. I like how it has the two areas off where the pouches are. Obviously they're clips and you can't do much of anything, but it looks really nice like that. Also like how the turrets in the front are really cool. I do wish that they were just a bit shorter. They feel way longer in proportion to the speeder bike than I would necessarily like. However, I do think it is a solid model after all. We saw the return of the glorious Stap after quite some absence. It has green on the bottom, which the first thing that comes to my mind is the Battle of Naboo. This one a little smaller than probably would like or expect, but it looks really well nonetheless. It's got that translucent piece. It falls down. It's got the area. It's a really solid model, one of the best things, and you can put it at any angle, which is nice. And of course, per usual, you can have your droid manning it. There's no like stand for him to stand on, so he's just kind of floating there. You obviously got the two guns there, and this piece, holy cow, it makes a big difference now that we have that. It adds so well to the aesthetic of the Stap. It's really nice how Lego is able to get that, and then you can turn this up and down, which isn't necessarily accurate, but it might be a fun play feature if that is what you enjoy. Stap looks really nice. Then you get a small AAT. Looks really good. It's the gray and dark blue one. Looks really nice. You can turn the upper levels with the cannon and stuff in multiple areas if you really want to. It's really nice how that's a play feature that you can do. The engine in the back looks pretty good. It's just something that would have to be added since they need things. Don't know why they put orange at the bottom, but it allows for kind of a bit of movability. There, looks really nice. The cannons are on the side, can move up and down. Got your front area with the armor plates, and I like how this cheese slope is used here to fold down and do it. It's really nice. And then you got the cannon on top. It's one of the better models. And then to counter the AAT, you have a turbo tank, a really solid model. I really like how these pieces for the wheels add so much to it. It makes it look so much better. You got a little cannon out in the front that I guess you could move to shoot or steer or whatever with the cheese slope on top. I really like how with the cheese slopes and the stud and tiny pieces. Also kind of cool to see a new piece here. It's like two 1x2s. I mean, two 1x1s on top of each other. Looks really nice. And I like how the greveling goes for it. It really gets the shape of the clone turbo tank. The Hailfire droid is a phenomenal build. It looks really nice. They're able to capture the small guns underneath it, which looks really cool. The wheels look phenomenal. You can actually roll it, which is what you would kind of expect for this, but it looks really nice. You can fold them in, fold them out. It looks really good. You could create a hovercraft if you really felt like it. But it looks really nice. They got the red eye in there, which is really accurate, and then they got the cannons on top, which shoot out the missiles. They feel a little bigger in proportion, but they look really nice on the model. Next up might be the worst build of all of them. It is what loosely resembles the Ewok village. I like how these holes were used as houses and stuff. However, it just looks atrocious. The ladder is off. They have colors of this in brown that would match. The trees look ugly. I mean, it's really hard to do in micro scale, but they just look really bad. There's no way of getting around that. And it doesn't feel super dense, and it doesn't capture all the entertaining details. It's a hard thing to do, but as a result, it doesn't look too good. Next, you got a throne, Palpatine's throne, which is in a micro scale build that you can actually sit Palpatine on, just nicely like that, and he can watch the Battle of Endor. Really nice. This folds back, folds up. It looks really sleek for a minor build. I enjoy it quite a bit. And then obviously you can fit the minifigure on there, and I also like how these cone-shaped pieces were able to create the armrest type thing. It looks really nice, really sleek design. The Imperial shuttle looks really nice. It is one of the better builds. You got the engine in the back, wings can fold up and stuff just as you need them. This looks really good. From that, you got the cannons on the bottom, and then really well done was the slope down of the cockpit. I enjoy that quite a bit. It looks really well. Then you got a radar dish from Endor, which kind of pairs up with the other build I'll show in a moment. You got some trees around it. Looks really nice. It can move and stuff. It's nothing too big there. It's just a cool feature from Endor that is seen in the background of the Imperial shuttles landing and several other moments and things. This is the entrance to the bunker in Episode 6. Looks really nice. It's obviously a hard thing to execute. I do wish that these two holes here were gone. They kind of bug me a bit, but they're inside and kind of covered up by these grill pieces, so it doesn't affect as much. I really like how they were able to get the shape of it done really well with the curving in and then jutting out using the 1x2 jumpers. Looks really good. And finally, you got the Imperial Star Destroyer. Looks really good. Your standard build, a little smaller than usual, but still looks nice. I do like this piece in the back, how it kind of further helps with the Imperial Star Destroyer look overall. It looks really nice, and it adds quite a bit to the set. that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time in All Around Lego.